So hello again. Yeah, I just made the last video, which you're going to see before this video, and you can kind of see the pile of decks because I still have to take a picture for the thumbnail and do all that fun shit, right? So September's been a wild one. We're going to wrap it up now. How was your September? Anyway, this was the month that I kind of started getting back into reading. I haven't read a lot, but I will show you what I read. Both witchy, which not a lot, and in fiction, and talk about some of the crafts I did, and there you go. So let's get on with some crafts. So I did a video showing this deck box. Oh, look at the glare, yeah. And this is the home for my Legacy of the Divine Tarot. You can see that it's just wrapped in some black cloth in there. Now my stomach's gonna growl. There's my moon card. Yeah. Ain't she pretty? So I did another box because I guess what? I had another cell phone box, so what the fuck, right? And it did not turn out, I wasn't as happy with this one as I was with that one. And you can kind of see it. Yeah, there's these silly little flowers I put here. And this one is home to, because it didn't have a home, my, why is those cards backwards? Oh, because it's the guidebook. My upside down deck. The Robin Wood Tarot. Here's the backs. Yeah, it's dated, but it's kind of cute. And why is everything? Ugh! It's all upside down and weird. Anyway, so that's what I did. I made it a deck box, and it's green and gold and all that fun shit. But I learned something. There is a paper that is velvety. I found it at the craft store. And while it looks like someone blew a little bit of crusty snot on here because I kind of fucked up the gluing, you can kind of see the inside of the box. That's like a velvet paper. It's like super thin. I love it. It's like a game changer right now for crafting my boxes. So I am super excited about that. That's what I discovered in the month of September. Happy moment. I also used it on this box. Now this box has no, I'm just going to use it as a box. I don't care. The latch is acting up, which has me upset. I may have to get a new latch for it. My nephew loves to play with this box. It's one of those basic wood boxes that you find at a craft store, and I did sand it, and oh, there's some stuff in there, but I did sand it, hit it with some gold paint a little bit. I like it because it's round, opens up, and again, why I saved little bows is because I'm a freaking hoarder, okay? And here you go, look at that. Velvety, blue velvet. Yes. So I just wanted to see how that would work. Oh, that's why it's bent. Oh, I'll have to adjust that. I did that, but I also did a box, and I'm gonna kind of feature it in another video eventually. And it's kind of like a travel box. I had an issue with a couple of decks that I had to go pick up that were cursed. There goes my stomach, sorry. And I think anytime you have to deal with something that may have a lot of negative energy, or you have to go do something at someone else's house, it's kind of nice to carry like a to-go box, you know, kind of witchy to-go box. And so I took, again, it's just one of those basic craft boxes, and I stained it. I hit it with a little varnish. The kids hit it with a little mud. Shits. They were playing outside. And on the inside, you can see, I did that by hand. Well, sort of. I traced it. Black background with the triple goddess and a pentacle. And then I'm happy with the way I did line it, because I think this is fine like this. But that velvety paper, that's fucking awesome. And you see, there's no way of really showing this. Blue felt. so to protect whatever I have in there. But it should hold quite a bit, and that way I just have that box, and you know, I can take it out and it will have everything I need. When I dealt with the cursed decks, I had made up a herbal blend that I had to take with me, and you know, some cloth, and I took a sage bundle. I also had some stones with me, some obsidian, and I also had some salt. And so it would have been nice to have something like this, to where you just open it up and you have everything you need that you already made for with you. So that's why I made this. So that was my crafting for the month. There's some other things that I'm working on as well, but I haven't done anything except paint the discs. That's it. That's as far as I've gotten. So, but I did have to, like I said, bury my head in the sand a little bit, because life got really, really crazy. And so I did some reading, and one of the things I read, and this is a real short read, I've never seen the movie, and it left me feeling sad and happy at the same time, and that was The Lilies of the Field. It's a great little story if you're not big on reading and you're like, oh, I don't want to read. If you come across this book, I mean, look, it's like that thin. I could have read it in a couple hours. Not my ass, though, because I'm a slow reader. But I did read it in like 2 days, just reading little bits here and there, like just like a half hour in the morning or something. So yeah, like I said, it left me sad and happy all at the same time at the ending. And so I was like, oh. So I did really enjoy that. And this was free, by the way, because I found it in a box of books with the Frankenstein book. I found some others too. One of them's here. Now, I did read another book. Okay, so months ago, I read The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. Now this came out after Practical Magic, her Practical Magic book. I finally read that. Yes, I did. Let's say, not like the movie at all. Just so you know, it's a little slow at the beginning. It does start to suck you in, though. And once it does, you really can't look away from it, because you just want to know. You just want to know. And because it's so different from the movie, you can't just go by, oh, well, I know what's going to happen in the movie. It's like, no, it's really not. There's like maybe 3 lines or issues that are similar. And that's about it. So it is different. But I did enjoy it. And I am actually glad that I read this one after reading this one. And because The Rules of Magic is the backstory of the aunts and their brother Vincent. And then this one is about the sisters Sally and Jillian. And so, but guess what? Alice Hoffman has a book coming out on October 6th. And it's called Magical Lessons. Or Magic Lessons. And it is the backstory of Maria Owens. So, oh yeah, you betcha, I'm getting that shit, okay? So I'm gonna read that one too. So, but yeah, so I read finally Practical Magic. I love the movie. I didn't mind this. I already knew it was not as magical as the movie. I did not know how different it was to the movie. So, but you know, a little witchy fiction, it's always good. Another book I found, I think it's a young adult novel. Again, it was free. And it had me so emotionally it fucked with me, okay? It had me going so bad that I actually would have to read a couple pages into the next chapter just to make sure it was okay to put down, because it's like everything's going to turn out. And finally I had to read the last page to make sure that everything was going to work out, because I was like, oh my god, I just can't keep reading this. It's all going to go to shit, right? And it's by Patricia, I'm assuming it's pronounced Reed, W-R-E-D-E. It's called Daughter of Witches. I think it was triggering because, you know, burning witches, women being treated like second-class citizens, barely important, slavery and indentured servitude kind of shit. yeah, so it sucked me in, and it took me a couple days to finish reading this. Again, slow reader, but I did it. And after this one, I decided to take a few days off and focus on my one and only book that has to do with witchcraft or paganism or anything like that. And that is, as I said in the other one, I haven't finished it yet, and that is The Morrigan, Celtic Goddess of Magic and Might by Courtney Weber. I am not, and probably won't be, I don't know, devoted to the goddess Morrigan. But what I do like about this is she does go over the sisters, and, you know, I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not even going to say their names. But she does talk about the different aspects of the Morrigan, some of the folklore and mythology she goes over in here. And so it's been difficult because I think my interest in the Morrigan is not that great, so it is a little bit more difficult for me to read. Courtney Weber does have a book I think she wrote before this one, which is on the goddess Brigid. That I'm probably going to give a look-see to, because I think that would be interesting. If you haven't known, well, you don't know my last name, do you? It used to be on my channel, and I guess if you search for it. But my last name is Phelan, like Raven Phelan, who did the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And there goes my stomach. And it's probably pronounced Phelan because it is Irish, and that is the pronunciation. So, we kept that. It's not spelt that way, though, as any of you look at your box. So, right now I'm on chapter 7, the land goddess, the fertility goddess, and the healer. I just got over the shape-shifting aspect of the Morrigan. She also puts in here ways to connect with the Morrigan and the sisters. So if this is what you are interested in, if you think you are called to work with the Morrigan, you want to get to know more about her, I would definitely pick up this book. Courtney Weber is as it says here, is a Wiccan priestess, writer, tarot advisor, metaphysical teacher, and social activist living in Oregon. She's also devoted to the Morrigan. So she's not writing this because, oh, it's just the thing to do. It's because this is her, what was it? Patron, I don't know. Don't get me started on that. But she's a Morrigan devotee, so she probably knows more than a lot of people. Anyway, so that's that. Again, yeah, I would suggest this book to those interested in Morrigan, for sure. Decks I've been working with, and as I said, I wasn't really into working with any decks or anything because just, you don't want to deal with some of the shit that's going on. And so I said, you know, just do daily draws. And so what I did is I started, I wanted to see how two decks would work together. They're both Ciro Marchetti decks, and because I love his art. And the first one, because I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to work with this. I have it, and I gush over it, and I love it. And that is the Gilded Tarot Royale. It has been fun. It has been insightful. It's just an absolutely gorgeous deck. Get this over the Gilded Tarot, the original one, because whereas some of the symbolism in the Gilded Tarot does not correlate as well, or some of the symbolism is missing from the Rider-Waite-Smith system that you would normally see, especially as a beginner. He did correct it, and he did put it in this one, and so it's just beautiful. This one is borderless, whereas the Gilded Tarot is not. This is, like I said, one of his earlier decks. Oh, like, my God, look at that. Ace of Cups. And you can get so much out of this because you're not just thinking about the Ace of Cups and the beginnings of, you know, you're looking at phases too. Like, there's moon phases on there. There's other little things. Oh, look at the Empress. Gushing. Okay. Look at the Justice card. Anyway, so I have been really enjoying doing a pull from that each day. What's up there now? Oh, the Ace of Pentacles. That's right. The Ace of Pentacles. What a card to get on the last day of the month. Coupled with, from the other deck, the Six of Wands. So those are still on my altar. The deck I used with it is Tarot Grand Lux. Now, this is not a favorite of mine. I do think it's a pretty deck, but it's just, I love my Legacy of the Divine Tarot. I love the Gilded Tarot Royale. This one is probably definitely after those. Look at that World card. But it has actually really worked well with the other deck. Pulling, and no, I have not pulled the same card from both decks. That would be really weird. But yeah, I mean, it's worked really well with that other deck, and the messages have been clear, and so it's been really nice to work with these and just get things going again, because it's been difficult. So, we're only at 16 minutes, cool. So that's it. That was my September. A little bit of crafting, a little bit of reading to kind of not face what's coming ahead in the United States, and, you know, getting back into tarot and paganism and everything that matters most to me, slowly but surely, because it is what matters. So that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm probably going to do one more video today, but I'm going to take a little break, and that is a pseudo haul, because I've been having this shit around for a while, and just show off some shit, right? Because who doesn't love doing that? So until next time, much love and blessings.